goody, my fellow Eepers, my name is Mr. Bird, and in today's video we'll be checking out myths for the new desert biome. Now, as of recording, the desert biome has been released today, and a few hours ago I made a community post asking you guys to give me some myths to bust, and here we are. So we are going to be testing out some of the myths that you guys have given me to see if they're true or if they're false. Make sure to like, subscribe, join the Discord, link in the description if you do want to join. We're really close to 300 members, so I'd appreciate if you join. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the first myth that we are going to be testing out is if you can light a match underwater. Alright, so we are going to be testing this out in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alright. I'm putting this on the ground, and it's not working. Well, let's see what happens when I do it on a surface with no water. Let's test it out. As you can see, the match does light. So that means that the myth is busted. Sadly, you cannot light a match underwater. And this water leads to my next myth, which is, does any fire source still work underwater? Now, I'm going to be testing this with only two things, a match and a lighter. Alright, so without further ado, let's try it. So we're going to start off with the lighter. Alright, 3, 2, 1. As you can see, the lighter stops working. Even when you put it in water and take it out, it still just doesn't work. Unless you turn it back on. And now we probably already know the answer for this, but we are going to try a match. 3, 2, 1. As you can see, the match goes out. Alright, well, now that we're done with those two, let's get on to the third myth. Alright, so the map that we're in right now is cops and robbers. The reason why I'm here right now is I need something flammable like a carpet or an oil barrel, because what we're going to be testing right now is that hot cocoa prevents you from being on fire. Alright, so right here I have my hot cocoa and my lighter. Our lighter is on. We're going to put this on the carpet, drink our hot cocoa, and see what happens. Okay, I'm on fire. I'm going to drink the hot cocoa. Oh, shoot. Let's try this out one more time. Set it. Splashing it. And yeah, doesn't seem to be working. So I guess that means the myth is busted. You cannot distinguish yourself with hot cocoa. Now, another myth that we are going to be testing out is that you can use 2 fire extinguishers at once. Alright, so we are going to be testing this out in 3, 2, 1. Alright, let go of this. Alright, do that. Grab it. Why wouldn't it let me grab it? Alright, so just by looking at that, I think it prevents you from grabbing 2. However, there could be a way around this using the crossbow. I'll take this, put it... Oh, alright, well, that's actually really interesting. I think I just killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Because the fire extinguisher instantly stops working whenever you put it inside of a crossbow, and the game prevents you from grabbing another fire extinguisher when one's already being used in your hand. So I guess that means the myth is busted. You cannot have 2 fire extinguishers in your hand while they're on. Now, another myth that we are going to be testing is if you can put the RC train on the rails. 3, 2, 1. Alright. I mean, kind of. I mean, the train definitely doesn't stick on the rails, but, I mean, you could put it on there. But technically, this also means that the myth has been busted. Now, our next myth is that you can do more damage with a fire axe when somebody's either on fire, radiated, or frozen. Now, we all know that the fire axe does more damage when somebody is on fire, because as you can tell, this is a normal hit, and this is a hit when somebody's on fire. You can hear that the sound has changed quite a bit when you hit the gnome. So we are going to be testing it out with a frozen bomb and a radiation bomb. I do not hear a sound difference, and let's do the radiation. Same with the frozen bomb, I do not hear a difference, which pretty much confirms that the myth is busted. Now, our next myth that we have is do the Tung Sahord challenge. Just gonna... Oh my goodness! Now, our next myth that we have is, can everything sink in quicksand? Alright, so we're gonna come down here all the way to this point. Let's test this out. I'm gonna start with a shotgun, and then we'll go from there. Go! Oh no. Okay, Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? And I think it's gonna keep going up until... Boom! Alright, so this means that not everything can sink inside quicksand. Alright, so here's a good one. Is there a way to deflect damage from a cactus? Alright, I have a shield. Oh, okay, that was pretty straightforward. Let's try it with freeze gloves. No. Try it again. Oh! Freeze gloves do work. So that means the myth is confirmed. There is a way to defend yourself from a cactus. The main ones being a shield and a freeze glove. Alright, and for our last one for the video, can you light yourself on fire with a campfire? For this one, I'm just gonna go into Snow Village. Alright, we've made it to Snow Village, and right over there we can see ourselves a fire. Alright, we're gonna test this out. 3, 2, 1. Oh, shoot. Unfortunately, the myth is busted. You cannot light yourself on fire with the campfire. Alright, so unfortunately, that is going to be the end of the video, but I did hope that you enjoyed. If you guys want to subscribe, make sure to hit this button, and if you want to watch a couple more videos, here they are. So, make sure to go check out this update, and I'll see you later. Is this thing on? Alright, good. So, I got a big announcement, and I'm here to say that